Abusia yɛbɛma makɔ aba sonko so ɛba POG Media so yɛde mbɛkɔ political highway ne so highway ne deɛ ɛnsɛm bebree wɔ so a yɛn nso yɛagye pɛne sɛ ɛbɛma abadwafoɔ no ɛho deɛ ɛrekɔ ɛne deɛ ɛreba na dɛn na ɛrekɔ so ɛwɔ political highway ne so ɛyɛ A.Markins ɛna animguaseɛ kɛseɛ animguaseɛ akye na abusua ɛnyɛ asɛm ketewa koraa ɛyɛ parliament ɛne Supreme Court ɛho nsɛm no Bagbin and A.Markins, omo issues no. A.Markins sounds so the issue no. Ekoko PMO Supreme Court biwa abusia sisiano asemno ebua abo eye A.Markins eye Chief Justice kwa no wache A.Markins say nensema okeka no enim intino Bagbin de ekoso Parliament House no Bagbin de oyinina no bibiade dana kwam turu do say yebu asem no abo A.Markins abusia eni wo pa A.Markins onhu de onye no na Chief Justice asem ne kokopie no asem ne kokopie mu won anim no wa expose A.Markins big time enye asem ketwa abusia yense mumbre ne yebepɛ sɛ yebema badwafo no bɛme akɔ yakwa kotie ensema ekoso na ansa ne bɛkɔ no or and some can be a fashion your comment section like na share my phone so answer into me and can be and don't forget to click on the notification bell so never any updates be a yɛde biano monsa every to me akabi miramas
intended your brain and then you bring a African court. Let me show you his court document. African market dimrika wasako eye osonoma ameho enyumre ya o an wako court. I say the president against Chachikata Akuffo were born fucking. Now this is A.Markins and the wakone maame osono maame. Remember, Chief Justice wrote the first one for A.Markins. Oh, ade your Chief Justice phone number yenim de akọ. Now, a call of court, no, or say up a DMBM. A.Markins say up another favor from the mame. Is the mother going to do for him? Yes. The Chief Justice does not like John Mahama. The Chief Justice of Ghana, she hates John Mahama. The Chief Justice is doing the bidding for NPP. Chief Justice, Madam Torkornoo, from all that we have seen, her body language when Mahama is around, the way she speaks, the Chief Justice is bent on helping this criminal government still move on to destroy us. So she is helping A.Markins in all means to make sure say Emrano I see a diso because any Chief Justice or Peno Kurefano, she will not even entertain this in her court again. But Osonoma will do it because she is not at the Supreme Court to serve Ghana. She is there serving Akuffo and serving the NPP. Put this in your head. Now, Alexander A.Markins, plaintiff, respondent, and Speaker of Parliament, first defendant or applicant, Attorney General, second defendant. On say, A.Markins ako court, wako change adia o de call first one no. Se sia no wako revise no, wadane no. O say se sia no. Arikudiente oba court no say, Speaker Alban Bagbin akache Supreme Court say omu ni eye tumi na ewo se omu ye nti ono A.Markins o siu parliament tiu se se na asem krampo no a free vacant seat no the prime case no se se ono ne problem no say aden na speaker akache Supreme Court say they were supposed to take their time and analyze the issue and that the thing they were doing was out of their jurisdiction and that they did not follow due process. A.Markins so on tiasie. As we speak, A.Markins the Speaker of Parliament or the Speaker of Parliament and the Parliament Asako Supreme Court. Into read or say, please take notice that the Honorable Court shall be moved by Theodorus Sorry Esquire, law counsel for and on behalf of the first defendant, applicant herein, the first defendant praying the court for an order setting aside the processes and proceedings in the Supreme Court in the suit, vacating the order of the court dated 18th October 2024 on the grounds deposed to in the accompanying affidavit, and take future notice. 1. The writ by which the plaintiff has purportedly invoked the court's original jurisdiction is incompetent. 2. The court has no jurisdiction to entertain the suit before the court. The court has no jurisdiction to stay execution of a ruling of the Speaker of Parliament of the Republic of Ghana. The processes and proceedings in the suit were filed and prosecuted in breach of the rules of natural justice. The order of the court dated 18 October 2024 were made in breach of the rules of natural justice. Now, sir, already after your marking document the filings are wired or court. I want you to follow me. All that after your market is seeking for now in court, and then they say he is now going to court to challenge Speaker Alban Bagbin and Parliament to say, Adentina Parliament Eka said the Supreme Court did not have jurisdiction on that case. And for right now, no, I bet you have Markins' personal fight against Parliament, against Speaker Bagbin. Adentina Bagbin say, yeah, a seminar or no Afenyo Markins the Supreme Court, no, Supreme Court does not have jurisdiction on the case. This is Afenyo Markins' case now. Afenyo Markins does not even care about the seats again. No. Right now, what he cares about is that he wants to go and redeem the image of the Chief Justice. Because from what I have told you, it clearly states that the Chief Justice has embarrassed the Supreme Court. The 5 committee members say the case na Afenyo Markins by expert obia engina ho and defend contested Afenyo Markins case. No, they are saying say they have been embarrassed to the point to say now Afenyo Markins is trying to redeem Supreme Court, redeem Chief Justice. He has actually abandoned his party. In terms of Wednesday, interestingly, right? Sal Asemana, disenfranchised nipa almost 30,000. Ever seen there, the case is still hanging. But the Chief Justice has all the time for Afenyo Markins. The Chief Justice spends all her time reading Afenyo Markins' nonsense and trying to call a case within 24 to 48 hours because the Chief Justice is basically working for the NPP. The Chief Justice is bent on stopping John Mahama from being president. Because if you are not, why don't you allow Parliament to be Parliament and you, the Supreme Court, to be Supreme Court? Why are you now interfering and stepping over your boundaries to go and intimate another pillar of government? Because there are 3 pillars of government and they are all equally powerful and they are all equally independent. So if the Speaker of Parliament today has an issue in Parliament with a parliamentarian, it is not the Supreme Court that has to come and interpret parliamentary proceedings and parliamentary standing orders. It is Parliament that makes its own laws. Parliament has to have a way to clean that law up. So why should the Supreme Court jump all the way into Parliament to come and discuss their matter for them? They did not say they are not intelligent enough to solve their own problems. In fact, the law does not say that you should leave your office and enter their office to settle their problems. They have the right to settle their problems too. Unless the Constitution said that Parliament cannot solve its problem. Parliament makes its own law. Parliament solves its own problems. So why do you have to leave your office to come to Parliament and tell them what to do? From what you are seeing right now, no, Alban Bagbin has abandoned his initial case of Alban Bagbin has called, has basically ruled that 3 NPP MPs who are going independent, that they forfeit their seat. He has abandoned that first one. Now he is defending Supreme Court. Afenyo Markins is now fighting that why did Alban Bagbin say that the Supreme Court does not have jurisdiction over the case in Parliament. So right now, Afenyo Markins is the spokesperson for Supreme Court. So he went to his mother to tell his mother, to tell Osono Maame that today, again, Bagbin is saying that you can't do your job. So right now, I'm coming to you. Can't tell him that you can do your job. The comedy in Ghana. The comedy in Ghana. Because the only time that speaker will see it necessary that we need the Supreme Court in the affairs of Parliament is when the Speaker of Parliament and Parliament requests for the intervention of the Supreme Court. When Parliament, led by its Speaker, at the end of the day, sits and realize that they will need the assistance of the Supreme Court on a matter, they request for that assistance. But when somebody runs out of Parliament to their political mother to say that there's something going on in Parliament and it is not favoring me, so within 4 hours, form a committee to make the case go in my favor, then it means the Supreme Court is breaching the law. It means the Chief Justice is overstepping. Then it means the rule of law is not being respected by the Chief Justice and the Supreme Court. And that is the kind of line the Speaker of Parliament is trying to draw and trying to educate the Chief Justice and the judges there that you people basically are destroying the democracy of this nation. So Alban Bagbin is even helping the Supreme Court. Alban Bagbin is educating the Chief Justice. Alban Bagbin is protecting the Supreme Court. But this is the case where the same A.Markins who was fighting for his MPs has abandoned them and now fighting for the Chief Justice. Why? Because the Chief Justice is more important to A.Markins than the NPP minority in Parliament. So, as I told you the last time, this whole thing A.Markins is doing, it is not about the NPP. It is not about the minority MPP in Parliament. It is about him. It is about him, his relationship with the Chief Justice, and how they will do everything possible to stay relevant. That's all. So it is a coordination. It's a collaboration. It's just this collaboration between himself and the Chief Justice because they have behind the scenes friendship that is too tight for them to oversee. A legitimate process. So they are so close to the point whereby the Chief Justice cannot see A.Markins embarrassed. So she will rather embarrass the court. She will embarrass the Supreme Court than to embarrass A.Markins, who organized her father's funeral in his house for her. This is where Ghana is now. This is where we are. Funny enough, this is where we are. This is a joke. This is a comedy. This is like 2-year-old kids managing a country. And because of the greed, because of the childishness and foolishness of an MP who feels too big, who thinks he's bigger than everybody, who is so stupid not to understand simple things, today the whole democracy that we respected, this filthy, dirty A.Markins has embarrassed the Chief Justice to the point whereby a circuit court, in fact, what do we call a magistrate court judge today will look at the Chief Justice and laugh. The Chief Justice is now a laughing stock. The Chief Justice is now a comedian. We are all laughing at the Chief Justice. Now it's clear that the Chief Justice is not there to apply the law. The Chief Justice is in the Supreme Court to do politics. That's what we are in now. This is the embarrassment. And we were advising Torkornoo that put your selfish interest aside, put your personal hatred towards a political party or individuals, and be the Chief Justice Ghana wants. Today you are being the Chief Justice Ghana does not need. Today a magistrate court judge will be sitting in their home and laughing at you because you have chosen party over you being the Chief Justice. This is embarrassing. There is nothing you can do to redeem your image. You are done. I thought the worst Chief Justice we had was Enini Yeboah. After it was alleged that he took $5 million, till date, he has not come out to say it was true or it wasn't. I thought we were going to be better. You are worse. You have made the Chief Justice position look so weak, so flimsy, so weak, so easy to break. Because you have lowered the standard. Today, young people like us are questioning the Chief Justice because the Chief Justice has even failed to understand that her jurisdiction ends at a point. She does not even know where it ends because she has allowed party. Osono Maame has allowed party to drag her in shit. A.Markins, the NPP as a political party, they smell of shit. If you allow yourself, if you grab them, if you hug them, you'll be smelling of shit. And that is what we are seeing today. The Supreme Court smells of shit because we have allowed politics to infiltrate, politics to hug our judges. No matter what the Chief Justice you do from Wednesday, it will still not change the status. You have embarrassed yourself. If I win power tomorrow as the president, I will sack you. I will use this to sack you because you have even overstepped your boundaries. You are becoming too powerful. You are becoming a tyrant. Out of pain, anger, and greed, out of hatred for some people, you have overstepped your boundaries. You have neglected the core responsibilities that makes you the Chief Justice. You have to reason beyond politics. You are not reasoning beyond politics. You are doing cheap politics. You are licking the butt of a dead president. You are sitting there and making young fools in parliament come to you and drag all that you have built into mud. Today, your whole credibility is in the mud because young people, young lawyers, ordinary Ghanaians can see through you that you have no credibility left. You are doing cheap party politics. You cannot redeem yourself. You are done. You cannot redeem yourself, madam. Osonomame, you are done. And you sit there as just a symbol. But nobody will give you that respect. You will force yourself. You will not earn it. Respect is earned. And it's through your actions, it's through your diligence, it's through your patience, it's through your neutrality. It is through you understanding the ethics of your job. You have swallowed all these things in the name that you hate a political party. You hate a former president. You don't like a group of people. You don't have the heart to accommodate Ghanaians at the Supreme Court. Your heart is too, it is skewed. You are not genuine. You cannot sit or preside over a case and be honest. A.Markins has destroyed everything that you have built. Ghana as a nation today has the worst Supreme Court Chief Justice in our history. Today, everybody is making mockery of you. We are laughing at you. We see you to be a Chief Justice who can be bought easily. As we sit here, because of party politics, because of tribe, because of pettiness, we don't even know who a Ghanaian is. All because you took a path that was good for you, but not for the people. You cannot even tell me who is a Ghanaian. All because of greed. All because you think a foolish old man in the Jubilee House is going to make you powerful. No, we are the people. The power we entrusted you makes you powerful. The gods on the land, our support, the belief we have in you will make you powerful. It is not a foolish man sitting in the Jubilee House. You don't even know who a Ghanaian is. You sit in Ghana and you are proud of it. Are you a Ghanaian? What makes you a Ghanaian? This is cheap. You have cheapened yourself. You have cheapened that thing you wear. You have cheapened that court. Because honorable men and women have gone through that and we have seen how diligently they conducted themselves. But what you are doing here is a joke. Maybe nobody is bold enough to tell you. I will tell you in your face because you are old enough to understand that the democracy of this nation is important than a stupid parliamentarian or a stupid president. That is why we gave you everything. Why are you turning Supreme Court into Makola? Why are you turning into some shopping center? Anybody enters there, pick whatever they want and walk away. Since you came into office, this foolish group in parliament calling themselves NPP minority, every single day they run to Supreme Court and they get what they want. If you want to adapt them and let them fool themselves. But you cannot, because we the taxpayers are taking care of you. You need to serve us, not a political party. Who are you? Are you a Ghanaian? Can you explain to me whether you're a Ghanaian or not? Because of cheap politics. Because you people want to open your mouth and lick the butt of an 78-year-old man who will die soon. You eat his shit because you want power. See how embarrassed you are. See, you allow these people. The respect we had for the Supreme Court. Today, anyone can criticize the Supreme Court because of the way you conduct yourself. There's no respect again. You have cheapened the whole Supreme Court. You were the same person I sat on my platform to say, make a difference. I remember that day. I sat here and said, you were going to be better than Enini Abua. You are the worst Chief Justice. And I swear to God, if you make your time, some way, somehow, you will be kicked out because you have denigrated the court. How do you read your law? How do you understand the law? How do you interpret the law? Why are you so quick to let fools come to the Supreme Court to misbehave? The Supreme Court does not belong to a political party or a president. It belongs to we the people. So why are you making a family and friends project? Let's stop this, madam. You are an embarrassment. You need to apologize to Ghanaians. You need to apologize to your pastor. If your pastor is honest enough and is not entertaining your hypocrisy, you need to go before your church, strip yourself naked and tell them you are sorry because you have sinned before man and sinned before God. The hypocrisy in your heart will not give you peace. Why? The whole country lifts a whole Supreme Court and give to you. You swear by the Bible and you eat with the devil. What kind of life is this? You swear by the Bible and eat with the devil. What kind of life is that? You know yourself. Look in your heart. The hypocrisy. It kills men. Now, let's go to the United States of America. 751. Good timing.
Abusia wene ensema ekoso ewo political highway so eye Kelvin Ekobedu Taylor na yete say odisa hot details no abreya afenyo Markins let say Walusi court case 2 abam Bagbin abusia enye asem ketwa kwa ye bere abudafo asese omoje pene kokoti sa audio e de MI aha POG Media so political trending stories are making waves no yen so ya atum say and don't forget to click on the notification bell so any political updates bia yede bebrem bia no monso monsa ebetumi akabi medamase.